you guys, it is Monday. I just dropped JB off at school. And look, these past, I'm taking the back country roads home because I need to relax. These past 24 hours have been extremely stressful. What the hell are you doing? Why has it been stressful? Vivian, get to the point. So yesterday, JB completely spazzed out. I don't even know what it was about, honestly. The first time he freaked out because he forgot he forgot his iPad at the hotel way in freaking Irvin. So I'm like, so I called his father, who's actually staying in Rockwall until today. He goes back to Idaho, whatever the hell he and so I said, hey, do you have, by any chance, is JB's iPad in your car? He's like, put him on the phone, child. He went in. He's like, I told you over and over to check everything. I told you over and over, you need to make sure that you got everything. And I know he did. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this boy, every time he goes somewhere, he forgets something. He forgets something. And it's like, you about to be, and I keep telling him, I'm like, you about to be 13 years old. You can't be acting like this. We can't be doing this. You need to, like, get it together. So he was upset about that. Then I'm in my side of the house, the bedroom, because I want to get my portfolio done. Because I'm like, okay, it's about to be October. And just as a reminder, you guys, the portfolio just shows it's just like I have a Wix website that's basically showing my ability to create graphics and instructional design pieces, and I wanted to go ahead and have it done. That's my whole point. So while I'm on there figuring this stuff out, I hear screaming and crying. It's JB. I go into the room. First of all, his door's closed. I open up the room. His room is trashed. When I tell you I went off, because you too damn old to be acting like this. Like, you're not no damn toddler. So what the hell? First of all, he won't even tell me what's wrong. And I'm like, what is the problem? He's like literally screaming and crying. I'm like, what the hell? How do you go from 0 to 100 like that? So I told him, I said, you need to get it together. You need to get it together. I leave. He kind of simmers down. Literally 5 minutes later, complete again. I go in, y'all, when I tell you, I popped him when I saw this shit because I was like shocked. This boy stripped his bed of all the sheets. He stripped his pillows of all the sheets. There is stuff everywhere. It looked like a tornado hit his room. Then I noticed his bedding is ripped. That's when I snapped and I popped it one time. I'm like, what are you doing? And so I went into, y'all know them. I said, there are kids that wish they had a room like that. Not only do you have a room, you got 2 damn rooms. I don't even have 2 rooms in this damn house. You have 2 rooms. You're going to sit up here and trash your bedroom like this. There are kids that have to share a bedroom. I said, hell, I shared the bedroom with my sister my entire life. I never had my own bedroom. And here you are taking things for granted. Won't even tell me what your problem is, and you trashing your room. I told him, I said, you know what? He's punished. I'm like, you can't talk to nobody all week. You can't talk to nobody. I don't care if it's, Troy, his cousin. I don't want you talking to nobody. I never figured out what it was that he was upset about. So when I get up here, when I get back home, not only that, but then this morning he had another freak out because it's too much. He gets up, and I get it. At this age, they're really into their identification and what they look like. So JB, his thing is wearing his hair in an afro. So he comes into my room. He's like, I can't find my afro pick. And I look at him, I'm like, okay. He said, I looked in my luggage and I didn't see it. I said, okay, so did you take your pick when you went to go visit your father? He said, no, I didn't. I said, okay, so why are you looking in the luggage? He said, well, I thought maybe I could find it there. He said, I think it's in your car. I said, no, it's not. He said, that's the last place I saw it. Went in there, found it, couldn't find it. Went back into the house, tried to pick out his hair, start crying again. I said, you know what? So when I get up in here, when I get back home, oh shit, I'm going to call. He has Molina. I picked Molina Medicaid for him, and I'm going to see if they offer any type of mental health services, therapy, because this is too much. Like, and JB was on what am I trying to say? When I was working, of course, I had him to go see a therapist. Girl, let me take this off. My hair looks a mess. Look, how are y'all allergies? I am so itchy, scratchy, like my throat is itchy, my nose is itchy. I'm not sneezing as much, but I am so itchy, itchy, itchy. So it's still Monday. Good news is I did hear back from another part-time job I had applied for. It's actually a what do you call it? Infectious disease. Yeah, infectious, what is it called? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But it is a part-time job, but the hourly rate is phenomenal. So that's something that I could definitely just continue to do without any problem. And so she let me know that unfortunately there's been a delay. And she wanted to know if I'm still interested. I'm like, yeah, you know, y'all, it is what it is. It's a slow process. The other company I've been interviewing with, the propane company, they're in Florida on a convenient conference, excuse me. And so I won't hear back from them until next week either. So it is what it is. I did finish my portfolio. I'm going to show you guys kind of what I did and what I meant by my portfolio, what I've been talking about for these past 2 or 3 vlogs. So let me turn the camera around. This is just a website of my experience. I'm able to include my resume, a link to my LinkedIn profile. They can go to my email. But the one thing I wanted to do, because the field that I'm in, you guys, it used to be there was clear definition of roles, but now they want people to do everything. Sorry. That means that they want people to do, hell, be a trainer, create the materials, host the materials, figure out how to upload the materials. So I'm just going to show you guys an example of a couple of courses I created. This right here is called a micro learning. And I just created this using a bit of AI and editing on myself. I still have to read everything because look. So just practical tips for remote workers. And so this is just really quick. I put this together. And then let's see, I could show you another one real quick. Oh, this is funny. How to start a YouTube channel. Why not? So this is an actual course that I created. And you can see here it has all of the different, is a summary, objectives or whatever, and this is how you start the course by clicking on start course. And then you can go down through here. I created all of this. You click on these buttons and it bring up, this is not really an infographic. I just, got images on Google and put everything together for this one big image. And yeah, this is basically instructional design is what this is called. So, sorry y'all, I'm QAing this while y'all here. Hold on, what is this? Oh, okay. All right. This is okay. No, this is okay. I still may pull that and update that that text, but I wanted to do give them at least 4 to 5 examples. I've seen other people portfolios where they have seriously like 6, 8, 10 different examples. And no, I ain't got time. Now, later on, yeah, I only have the software. The software costs $1,200. I downloaded a free version of it. This is Articulate Storyline. Oh, no, it's Rise, but it's Articulate 360 is what the software is called. But anyway, let me turn the camera around. I guess my whole point is that I downloaded a free version of it, so I only have it for the next 10 days. Sisters. On my way back home, oh my gosh, it's October and we are driving on these country roads, which is why you're gonna hear I think the speed limit back here is 55, but baby, I don't go 55 because look, a deer or a goat could just, I don't know, it could just run in front of me. So y'all, oh Lord, it's a lot going on in the world. When I tell you that there is a plan for everything and God really knows. He really knows. Government shutdown. I would have been one of those people not able to work without pay. Now, when we were on furlough, before I was let go, we were told that we could use our PTO. Well, I had gotten into the negative with my PTO. It was my fault. So if this were to happen while I was there, I would have been shit out of luck. Like, no money coming in and working. The last government shutdown, I think it was 35 days. And I think that, in all honesty, I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that things are a lot worse right now. Glad to be in a situation. I guess what I'm trying to say, that even though I lost my job, I'm grateful now knowing what's happening and what's happening now. I'm grateful to be in this situation that I'm in now than to have been working at that federal position and forced to go on leave with no pay. Because honestly, if I would have stayed there, this would have been the second leave of no pay within 2 months. Thank you all again for all of the new subscribers. And child, that one video about me, that video went viral. I think right now I checked, I have over 8,000 hits. Now I did get a couple of rude comments, mostly from men. I hate to say that, but a couple of rude comments that I deleted, mostly from men. One person said, "You're always going to be single. You're going to be single for the rest of your life. You might as well give your child to your husband." Oh my God. I'm sorry, but that's so funny to me. Okay. It's funny, but it's not funny. And then a couple of people were coming and saying, it seems like things are good with you and your ex. Is there a chance that you guys could get back together? Maybe you guys could be roommates. Baby, let me tell you something. I think some of y'all are maybe new too, but that was cute. And I get it. Sometimes, when you hear about a marriage dissolving, even the Habasha that works at the gasoline station here, she was telling me, she's like, "Why don't you get back together?" She's like, "Why don't you call him?" I said, she said, let me talk to him. I said, "Girl, he won't talk to you. He don't talk to your people." Girl, I'm not gonna get into all of the why this, why now, but I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna say this again. Knowing what I know now about my husband, there is no chance for a reconciliation with him. My husband is extremely misogynistic. It was a lot of things that I, just ignored and let pass. But when I tell you the misogyny on him is strong, put it like this. If I would mention, this is a good example. I was working with a young girl, a really sweet girl, and I was telling her, I said, you know what, she wants to move down to Austin. Right now she's living up in DC, and I said, she's young, she could do it, she's young. He's like, "Well, how old is she?" I said, "I don't know, she's 25, 26. This is what he said: Well, if she's thinking about eventually getting married and have children, she needs to make those decisions now, because she's getting to the age to where she needs to be having children. Yeah, he's one of those type that's like, women should be having children and babies in their prime. And so their prime is between 20 and 25. You could do it after 25, and you definitely shouldn't be doing it in your 30s. Mind you, this is someone we plant JB that, and when I was 34, but he's saying all this shit. Kamala Harris, because again, a woman can't run. Seriously, women are too emotional. So, honey, absolutely, there is no way I would be getting with that man again. We're cool, because like, he's a cool person to talk to, but there is no way I would be in a relationship with him again. Hey y'all, so real quick, I made it back home. Earlier when I was in the car, I was dropping JB off at school. So just an update, speaking of JB school, I did finally finish my application. I actually did meet, let me back up. I'm one of those over the top Pinterest moms that is really involved at my child's school. Not the PTO, because low key, I really can't stand PTO members. But I do get involved at the school to where I know the teachers. I make sure I know the principal. I know most of the teachers, not even if it's not even JB's teacher on a first name basis, they know who I am. They know my face, okay? So I made sure that I always do that no matter what school he's in. And so I reached out to the assistant principal months ago, literally, I think literally like 2 weeks after I was let go back in July. And I let her know that I'm in an education field, even though it's adult education, and if they had any openings. And so she invited me in, and I spoke with her and the principal, and we had a good talk. And so I completed the application. I followed up with her last week and said, hey, just to let you know, I know there's no openings in my, that I could do, but I'm okay with substituting for now. And so she asked me what grades. I said, look, anything 6th grade and under. I can't do high school. Ain't no way. But I'll definitely do, they have 3rd grade. So I'll do 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And yeah, but anything under, anything over, I can't do it. Now, I may also consider looking into substituting at the other schools, because there are literally 2 schools within my area, like within, my subdivision. There's 2 schools. Girl, his school, come here, baby. Come here. Oh, it's the kitty cat. Hi, baby. Hi, you doing okay? His school literally has 400 students from grades. Are you peeing on me? Oh no, her paws are wet from being outside. What do you call these? Paws? What are these called? I don't know, feet. Her feet are wet from being outside. What am I trying to say? His school is smart. His school is small. Get to the point, Vivian. His school is small. 3rd to 12th grade is only 400 students, which is one of the reasons why I picked this. So that's going on. And so I also went ahead and I checked in on my people I know that are still working at the federal side, because we want to shut down. Where I tell you, I would rather be in the situation I'm in right now, being unemployed because I'm able to get certain benefits, than to be working at my position I was in previously, because I would be working with no pay. Now, when we were on a furlough, my manager at the time said that we could use any PTO. Unfortunately, I was in a negative for the PTO, so I was literally there, I couldn't use any PTO. In this case, I still would have been without no PTO. If y'all can remember, the last shutdown was over 30 days. And so I checked in with my homegirl. I'm like, hey, how's it going? She's like, girl, she's like, this is basically, long story short, she said this is going to be damaging. Oh my God, God knows, he knows, he already knows what's going to happen. So anyway, you guys, that's it. I'm going to get back on. You gotta go to sleep. Look at her, y'all. Can you see? Look. You see yourself? So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I please know that. Wait, get down then, dang. Sorry. The next video will be hair related. I'm gonna be putting my hair in a protective style. I got some beads. Hold on, let me show y'all these beads I got. So cute, huh? So cute. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.